Alright, we sold the red W250. We drove it about 300 miles to deliver it to the guy. And on the way back, I found this. It's a 1989 Ford Super Duty. The difference between the Super Duty and the F350 is the Dana 80 with disc brakes on the rear. It has a two-wheel drive, solid front axle. There you go. You see it? Solid axle, just like most of your medium-duty trucks. Nice heavy bumper. It is a 19-foot rollback. One thing that is confusing, if you'll notice, these are 8-lug center caps, but it's a 10-lug truck. It's like a 10 by 7.5. You can see it on the front. But controls, we'll get to see it in action hopefully soon. I gotta move a bunch of projects up. But stinger mount. It has a ZF5 manual in it. Controls on both sides. So I can get up there and show you all that. PTO winch. We're gonna try to see the ZF5. You can kind of see it in ZF5. So, why didn't me, of all people, who's a Dodge guy, buy a Ford? Well, it is a diesel. You can tell by these awesome smokestacks. We have a hell of a death wall we're getting rid of. Why did I buy a Ford? Because it's a Cummins. So, when I bought this truck, originally I wanted to look at it because we were thinking it had a first-gen motor. The reason I say that is this horn right here is a first-gen Cummins motor. It's a non-intercooled motor. But you can see from this bad welding here, not great. This HX35 turbo, the P-pump and the cartridge style filter, this is actually a second-gen Dodge motor. We'll figure out what horsepower it is a little later. But anyways, they yanked out the factory 6.9, should have been 8.9, should have been 6.9 IDI. They yanked that out. They dropped in a second-gen Cummins. They made it to the ZF5. It's got a PTO, all that good stuff. Take her out of gear. Oh wait. You gotta push the clutch in all the way. Old girl's pumping great oil pressure. That's 75 cold idle. Here's my other P-pump truck. Kick the PTO on. All our wig wags. I don't know what all these other switches do. I ain't figured it out yet. Let's kick this PTO up. Roll her on back. I ain't really got her idled up high. Filter on back. We're not going to play with the stinger today. There's our winch. Other two controllers are obviously for the stinger. We got to get a few parts for it, but not a biggie. She shut off good. Probably ought to turn off all the lights, shouldn't we? That'd be a fucking mess. It's got a decent interior. I've been fixing a death wobble. I drove it 120 miles home at 40 miles an hour because it would try to shake us up to death. These Super Duties I'm not familiar with. I'm learning a little bit about the front axles. Apparently, if you have one of these Super Duties, if it's got a bad death wobble, there's something called a track bar, which in most vehicles doesn't matter. But apparently, it's a big deal in these Super Duties. It prevents a lot of that death wobble. I'm still trying to find somebody to help me put a steering stabilizer on it. If not, I'll have to build my own kit. Yeah, you don't need a steering stabilizer, but on older trucks that are a little bit worn out, it does help. This one, I need to check the bearings. The front end was actually tight. The guy said it had a bad tie rod end, but it just ended up being $20. I think it was $20 for both of the bushings in about 30 minutes work. You can see that Dana 80 monster damn rear end and that disc brake. Yeah, I probably need to get some more hydraulic fluids, just top fluids and stuff, but I figured y'all might enjoy the 12-valve Cummins swap on the Ford. So anybody looking for a Cummins swap, keeping the ZF5, what you need is a medium-duty Ford adapter plate. Now, a lot of places make adapter plates for them, but if you're out there hunting a junkyard Cummins, look for like an F600, F600, F700s, and I think even the I think it's only the F600s, F700s, starting around the mid-80s up until pretty much now, Ford has Cummins in them. Even like, I think I drove a 2014 dump truck once that had a 6.7 in it. So, if you want to do a Cummins swap, look for a mid-2000, or if you want to do a Cummins swap with your Ford and keep the manual transmission or your automatic, you're going to look for a Ford out of a F-Series, F600, F700. You can also look for a 4BT powered bread truck that has a T18 or a ZF5 already in it. That same adapter plate will go into the Cummins. But anyway, I got to get to work and let this idiot in. So